Welcome to Everyday Tarot, your daily dive into the divine wisdom of the tarot. I'm your host, Camille A. Saunders, and today we'll be doing a 2025 collective tarot spread. Whether you're a seasoned tarot reader or just starting to explore, this podcast offers daily insights, intuitive messages, and practical advice drawn from the cards. Each episode is designed to help you connect with your inner wisdom, find clarity in your decisions, and tap into the energy of the universe. Tune in every day, Monday through Friday, for fresh perspectives and empowering guidance from the tarot as interpreted by me. So, today for our main discussion, we'll be looking forward for the year of 2025. I figured it'd be fun to take advantage of the fact that we just started a new year to do a 2025 tarot spread together. I know some folks like to do a 12 card spread for the year, so kind of one for each month. But today I put together a 5 card spread with 5 prompts, one for each card. So let's dive in and see what the cards have to say. So grab your decks and go along with me as I pull cards for the spread. If you'd rather do your tarot spread in your own time later, you can go to camille/a/saunders.kit.com/2025 tarot spread and sign up for my newsletter where I'll have a downloadable PDF with the 2025 tarot spread prompts for you. The link will also be in the episode description. So to avoid any confusion, I pulled my own 5 cards to inform the tarot spread prompts for you. So at home, you can either journal on the prompts or you can actually pull your own tarot cards to see what's unfolding for you in 2025. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull these 5 cards to kind of see what the prompts are going to be. Okay, so all of the cards I pulled are in reverse, which is interesting. Today I'm using the Goddess of Love Tarot deck, a book and deck for embodying the erotic divine feminine. This deck was created by Gabriella Herstick and illustrated by Julia Popescu, who also goes by Snakes for Hair. Okay, so the first card I pulled is the Hanged One, reversed. So this deck actually reimagines some of the cards to be more feminine or sometimes gender neutral. So this is the card usually known as the Hanged Man. So for prompt number 1, what I'm getting from this card is, what are you refusing to see an alternative to? Where do you need to trust the process and allow for some flexibility in your usual ways? Maybe this is habits, maybe this is how you go about your life, but that's kind of coming up for me for this first card. Okay, the second card I pulled is the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So tens are usually about completion of a cycle, and the image on this card is very circular. Again, if you ever want to see the images for the cards that I pulled from this deck, you can always go to camilleasaunders.com/everydaytarot, where I'll have each episode and all of the cards that I pulled and the images of them there. So for the second card, I'm really thinking about, what are you feeling disillusioned by? What fears come up for you when you think about not getting what you want? All right, the third card I pulled is the Witch of Swords reversed. This is another card that's reimagined in this deck and is usually called the Knight of Swords. So when I think about this card, I'm really thinking about, where do you need to step back for a moment to get the full picture? Is there something that you're forcing instead of slowing down and making a careful decision? The fourth card I pulled is the Enchantress reversed. This is another reimagined card and is usually known as the Magician. So the Magician is considered the first card of the major arcana, with the Fool being considered the 0 card. Since this card is so close to the Fool, there's a bit of energy overlap. So this card asks you to let go of your ego. What is something you might need to ask for help with? And for the fifth and final card that I pulled today was the Five of Wands reversed. It's funny, the five card, I got a five. And wands, if you remember, are sort of activation energy. In this deck, they often come across as erotic energy or the energy of orgasm. So something intense is happening here. You need to learn to look at the larger vision and lay out the path ahead of you before taking action. So, for the prompt, what conflict do you think you need to take a break from for a bit? When I kind of think about these five cards overall, the spread for the new year seems to indicate slowing down, being intentional, and creating long term vision. That might feel a bit frustrating right now. You might have some of this, new year, new me energy, like kind of really wanting to get a lot done. But this intentionality and slowing down and long term vision really seems apt for the Capricorn season that we're in right now. All right, so thanks for joining me today on Everyday Tarot. And just as a reminder, the podcast will come out daily, Monday through Friday, for all of 2025. Tomorrow's episode will tell the story of how I found my first tarot deck, or maybe more accurately, how the deck found me. All right, well, Happy New Year. Bye bye.